Hey guys, welcome back to another watch review. As always, it's me, Ivan, and after showing you the gorgeous 8,000 euro Breitling chronograph last week, I thought it's time for something a bit more affordable. So, today we'll be talking about Baltany's Retro Diver, as they call it. It's essentially a Rolex Submariner Homage with a 44mm bronze case, a beautiful sunburst dial, and a very affordable price tag of just $200. This watch was sent to me for a review by Baltany.com, and as I just mentioned, it's priced at $200 and there are two strap choices. The difference is in the color, and so the first one is dark brown, while the second one is called golden brown, and it's actually the one that I received. Here is also a very quick look at the packaging. I believe all Baltany watches come in a travel case like this one. Inside of it you'll find a warranty card, which is actually signed, a user's manual, a strap removal tool, and even a branded cleaning cloth. Alright guys, let's start talking about the watch itself. As usual, I'll start with the dimensions. I believe this is Baltany's biggest watch so far. The case diameter is 44mm, and it definitely wears like a 44mm, as you'll see in a moment. Then there is the thickness, which is 14.2, while the lug to lug is 51.5, and finally the space between the lugs is 22mm. On the supplied leather strap, the total weight of the watch is 120 grams, but given how thick the strap is and how flat the case sits on the wrist, this watch feels perfectly balanced on mine, which is 17 centimeters or 6.7 inches. The comfort is great as well, and as you can tell, this Baltany has a lot of wrist presence. Feel free to disagree, but in my opinion, bronze watches look fantastic when slightly oversized, and this one is no exception. When it comes to the build quality, I honestly think that considering the price, there isn't much more that you can ask for. The bronze case is 200 meters water resistant, it's matte finished, nothing fancy, but it's smooth to the touch. There are no sharp surfaces and the lugs are beveled. Then if you flip it around, you'll see that the screw-down case back is made of steel, so that your wrist doesn't get any stains from the patina. I unboxed this watch about 10 days ago, and as you can see, it has already developed some, but of course this is just the beginning, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what it will look like in the next couple of months. In addition, I want to mention here that the domed crystal is made of sapphire, and it really surprises me how clear it is. Design-wise, there isn't much to talk about. As I said earlier, this watch resembles the Rolex Submariner, but because of the colors and choice of materials, it will never be mistaken with one. One thing that I really appreciate is the fact that Baltany didn't make this watch with Mercedes hands. Instead, they've gone for a pencil-style handset, complemented by a lollipop second hand, and to me, it's a combination that works very well. Now, let's continue looking at this close-up footage and have a word about the dial. Well, first of all, everything looks great. I can't see any imperfections, guys, and there isn't any unnecessary writing on it. Some people may have liked it better if there was a date window, but I actually appreciate the lack of it, as it makes the dial look cleaner and more symmetrical as well. However, the best part about this dial, at least to me, is the color, which by the way I'm having trouble to define. According to Baltany, it's burgundy enamel. To me it's simply brown with red/burgundy tones, depending on how light hits it. Anyway, the point is that it looks pretty good, and it goes really well with the bronze case and bezel. Speaking of the bezel, it has a bronze insert. It's pretty easy to grip, thanks to the aggressive knurling, and the action is decent. The resistance is about the right amount, and all 120 clicks feel and sound quite nice. There is a bit of backplay, but nothing to be worried about, and as you can see, it lines up perfectly. And here's what the dial looks like in the dark. Baltany has opted for the Superluminova Old Radium, and that's pretty much self-explanatory. The brightness is great, and so is the longevity. When it comes to the movement, I'm sure you've already guessed correctly. It's a Seiko NH38, which is literally an NH35 but without a date complication. I've already owned and reviewed a ton of watches with the very same movement, so I have nothing new to tell you. It's a great reliable performer with 40 hours of power reserve, and this particular example has been consistently running at about 4 seconds fast per day, which is not bad at all considering how inexpensive it is. There it is, guys. The bottom line is this Baltany is a great affordable bronze watch for those who don't mind the large size of 44mm. It's well made and overall a great value for money, just like their Explorer Homage that I reviewed a few weeks ago. If you've missed that video, click on the pop-up banner above, and if you're interested in buying any of these watches, you can find the links in the description down below. This is the end of today's video, everyone, but don't worry, I've just received a ton of new watches to review here on the channel, so make sure you're subscribed and also considering following me on Instagram. That way you know what's coming next. Thank you for watching, guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.